Well, I've been looking forward for this hunt for a long time. My friend Jim Berdula, who is an absolute moose maniac, he loves moose. It's been his dream to get a big moose as long as I've known him, and this is his first moose hunt. So he's been waiting a long time too. Took 13 years to draw this tag. We're going to be hunting in central Alberta. Draw tag only, as I mentioned. September, October is open for archery, and if we don't get it done then, November is open for rifle as well. I've never been lucky enough to pull a tag in this zone, but I've been watching it for years, done lots of spotting, have lots of really good permission, so things are lining up great to be a really good quality hunt. Seeing lots of moose, big moose, small moose, and through all the spotting and trail cameras, I've identified a number of real good target bulls. We're going to kick it off in archery season. Jim went and bought himself a new bow. He's been practicing all summer. He's super excited. So I'm just waiting for him to show up in September, and we'll try and get it done in the rut. And if that doesn't work out, he's got some days planned for November as well. So could just be a heck of a hunt, and let's see how it unfolds. Okay, day one of...
Not supposed to dry fire a bow. The beginning of the moose hunt.
Okay, and to put a little light on the subject, Jimmy's waited 13 years for a moose tag. Finally puts in, what, 10 days ago, decide that you're going to get a new bow.
Yeah.
Go and get a brand new bow, get it all sighted in, work your ass off to make it happen, to be here. Started the moose rut, and shows me his new bow, and me, the very avid bow hunter, been shooting bows since I was 14 years old. Pick the bow up, pull it back, look through the sights, I'm letting it down, I'm over halfway through letting it down, it slips out of my fingers, and I dry fired and wrecked his brand new bow. So we're driving to get this fixed up. So got the bow dilemma all straightened out. We figured out there's no chance of getting a string. Had some really good friends pulling some strings for us, pardon the pun. Good friend Keith owns a hunting store, put us in contact with a guy that can build a string, but to get hunting right away, decided to let Jimmy have a couple shots with my bow, and looks like he's all dialed in. So within 10 minutes of being out moose hunting, we've found ourselves a bull, but I don't think we're gonna go after him. I'm waiting for waiting for a verdict from Mr. Berdula. He's a nice medium bull, but
yeah,
I think we're looking for large, especially after the day we've had.
Yeah, a little bit. But he's not bad.
We could get him real easy.
Yeah.
Big one. Let's go get a big one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen him. He's a goofy thing.
Yeah. He almost looks like a little bit like a whitetail.
Yeah, he comes out wide in those main beams, but then he's got goofy. We are focused on moose, but both of us do have whitetail and mule deer archery tag in our pockets as well. So when you didn't see any more moose, we spent the rest of the evening looking at deer.
Oh, doodles.
Well, the very next morning we're right back into the moose. I heard you say it. You said he's a shooter, Jim. Now, Jimmy, I'm just curious, that bull that we passed up the first day in the most perfect stalking situation, he's 3 times the size of this one.
That's not the one. Yeah, no.
After we decided not to go after that bull, walked into one of my honey holes and within minutes spotted a nice bull down the valley. Couple of cow calls and he was coming right at us. We were able to bring him into bow range, had him raking some trees right below us, but it was just too much brush to get a shot and the gig was up before we knew it. Found one more small bull on our walk out, but that was it. Had to head back to work, so guess we'll try it again next weekend. I set up a ground blind in this property for moose. Got my friend Jim Berdula coming out tomorrow. Hopefully he's still hanging around. This one looks a little better. Okay, got 3 bull moose all fighting together. Jimmy's coming out tonight, but seems like that Murphy factor always plays into the situation. No tag, 3 bull moose, and well, not saying we won't find these once Jim gets back out here, but obviously getting into that post-rut phase, these bulls all together. I did see a calf just on the other side of the hill this morning. Sure wish this fog wasn't here. It's pretty neat. Got 2 bulls going pretty good, and then that third one wants to join in every once in a while. Hopefully you'll be able to see some of this. Okay, well, we're on trip 2 of the moose 2014 moose season. The ruts really came on since last time Jim's been out here. I was out last night and saw 3 bulls out and about, and pulled out my trail cameras last night and seen a couple dandy moose, and there was 1 moose in this bush last night that we're going after right now. We've got some scent out, trying to pull in moose from the other areas and let things settle down, and we'll do a little calling here in a bit.
Tonight's gonna be the night we get one.
Well, the ground blind was a bust for moose. Didn't see a moose all night. But we were entertained by a couple of real nice up-and-comer whitetails. And we're really tempted right at last light when an older, more mature buck did show up. Came by about 35 yards. Gave us plenty of shot opportunity, but just wasn't quite what we're looking for deer, and kept our focus on the moose. We'll be back at her in the morning. Well, we're on to the last morning of the bow hunt already. Didn't take long and we're into a bunch of moose.
Yeah, they're like full out.
Which, they're going to get in that bush there and they're not going to continue running. It just goes down to a coulee from there.
That big boy looks tired at the back.
Yeah, he didn't want to run much farther. Well, they gave us a slip this morning. Ended up running into 4 moose. We had one coming into the calls, could hear him grunting, but he came in downwind and buggered off. And then the moose that we had originally seen and went after, we got within 40 yards. But he had a cow with him and he wasn't leaving her, and eventually she spooked and buggered off before we could get a clear shot. There's just too much bush between us. Well, looking for some more. Well, wouldn't you know it, Murphy's a hunter too. Jim's archery season got cut short due to work commitments, and I found myself out antelope hunting with some other friends. Spotted a couple antler tips in a slough bottom, so decided to call a couple times out the truck window, and this beautiful old bull ended up coming to within 5 yards of our truck. Of course, not a moose tag amongst us. Well, November couldn't come fast enough. I was really excited to have Jim back out for this moose. First Saturday of the season, found me sitting in my truck on a conference call talking about pipelines of all things. And Jim came out and he decided to just go do a little bit of spotting until I could get done my work and get done with my conference call. And I knew he found something good because my phone absolutely blew up. Text going off like crazy, trying to finish up with my call. So as soon as I got done my conference call, phone was off and Jimmy said he found his moose. So went over and had a look, and turns out he's on the property beside one of my main hunting honey holes, and I really didn't think we were going to get permission. It was posted land, but I had met the landowner before, so I thought, well, can't hurt and try. So got on the phone, and turns out they're great, no problem at all. Got permission to go, so we were off. We spotted the bull in the morning, and while we were trying to get permission, he worked his way over the hill and down, but we were pretty sure we'd be able to follow him up and find him. Well, as soon as we got the green light for permission, the stalk was on. Relatively easy stalk. Had a good strong wind to cover any noise we're making. Just had to cross over the top of this hilltop without being seen, and hopefully we could find him in the bush below. We never did get a real good look at the bull before the hunt. Just got a glimmer of him from the road before he disappeared into the trees. But we could tell he was a good bull. Getting video of this hunt sure was a challenge. Right before the hunt began, I had a equipment failure on my Handycam, just a small handheld video camera I was using, and the viewfinder totally crapped out. Could just see a few blurry images in it, so lots of zooming in and out trying to make sure I was on the animal, so bear with me.
Wait here before you go, because he'll maybe come up. Oh, there he is. There he is over there, Jimmy. He's going up and out. Stopped. Put a bullet in him, Jim. If you can. Right there. There's a shot right here. Another one. Keep him. He's hit hard. There's nothing to stress about. He's going down right now. There he's down, Jimmy. That's a lifelong dream come true, isn't it, my friend? Yeah, awesome. Well, let's walk over and have a look at your bull.
He just wouldn't give me a shot.
No, well, that's good. You waited, and I don't know. That first one, I don't know if it hit, but the second one hit for sure. Like, and that's why he didn't just take off running. And he's a really good bull. He's bigger than I thought he was when we looked at him from the road.
Yeah. I think it might have just been the angle he was standing at. His pants didn't look as big.
Yeah. No, he's got some horn. Definitely got some
thanks,
horn.
buddy.
Oh, thank you for coming.
13 years.
13 years for a bull tag. And it was worthwhile. We had an awesome bow season.
Yeah.
Lots of stories and issues, but it all came together. 10 minutes into rifle.
Yeah.
Beauty. Well, let's go have a look.
I think he thought maybe he's hidden or something. I don't know. I think he could have snuck up on a bow even.
Oh, probably. Well, he was
don't know.
looking at us. I don't know if we would have got any closer than we did, but what were you first shot? 100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what happened. I think
Hit a tree?
hit a tree.
Yeah, on the first shot, but the second shot, I'm pretty sure you hit him, but maybe it went through a tree, and, you know, big animal, it takes a lot to drop him, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Like, dream. Dream come true. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. I can't wait to see him on your wall. I seen him.
I was like, no, here we go. Awesome. Good looking bull.
Jimmy. Yeah, he's a
He's got a busted tine.
Got a couple busted tines, but I didn't see his left front, but that's definitely the one from the trail camera. Yeah.
Now the work begins.
Lots of it. Go pick up those horns. Huge animal, Jimmy. Congrats, buddy. You deserve it.
Oh, look at his pants.
Oh, they're cool. They're wavy, and he's a beautiful bull. Prairie moose. What's he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on his left front, and then 3 on the right.
Oh.
Wow, what an amazing animal and an absolutely incredible hunt. So glad I had the opportunity to share the experience with my good friend Jim. He did great and he deserved it. As soon as I walked up to the bull, I knew who he was immediately. Got several years history on him. Here he is in the summer when I was out spotting, full velvet in all his glory. Although he was a giant of a bull when Jimmy got him, he had gone downhill a bit. This is him back in the fall of 2013. And here's Jimmy's bull back when he was in his prime. Fall of 2012. This moose was an absolute beast. What an amazing animal.